Okay, so I was saying John O'Dearna, we had him on yesterday, and he told us that at practice now, like the practice line, and you guys will be like, hey, we beat Tuesday, we beat Wednesday, quite literally taking the day-by-day thing. So, all right, Thursday practice is done. Did you defeat Thursday today, Owen? Have you gone 1-0 against Thursday?
I think we went 1-0 against Thursday.
Okay, there we go. We like to hear that, and John said you guys went 1-0 against Wednesday, so that's a good week of practice going on. How much has that, every team talks about that, right? Like you got to take it day by day, you got to win the day, all that stuff. But to say it as literally as you guys have been doing here in the last month, how much has that created the focus you need for this time of year?
I mean, it's crucial. We got fifth-year captain Caden Cole saying it every day, either before practice or even before lift. We got him screaming at us saying we got to win today. The today right now could be practice, and then even after practice, he'll say we still got to win the rest of the day, which is lift or homework or something like that. So it's just a good mentality to have down the stretch, especially.
How have you noticed it here, and you guys are on a 5-game winning streak right now, how have you noticed that idea carry over into the games? Because obviously, that's where you primarily, historically focus on the idea of winning or losing. How has that thought carried over to game day?
I think it's just when you think about it day by day, you can kind of break down the game into a single day. First quarter, every quarter is kind of a different day, and you kind of want to try to win that day. Sometimes the day doesn't go your way, but you always have the next day to kind of fall back on and punch back in the face,
And, obviously that goes into, there's always talk around Syracuse lacrosse, and that's not just this year. It's for the last, quite literally, 40 years, Final Four, national title, all that stuff. We know your big goals. Those are still your big goals. How important was it, though, to step away from that, kind of looming over you guys, I guess, as the season's gone along?
Yeah, we had our team meeting at the beginning of the year to kind of go over our goals. And, obviously the biggest goal is winning it all, but that's every team's mentality. And we just kind of dissected it as a team and just went even further down the line. And, it came from Captain Caden Cole. He just started just saying, win the day. And that it just stuck for the past month or so.
I look back over the years, Owen, and certainly at lacrosse teams that have won the title, they have generally had a voice like that in the locker room. I think back to 2008. They had missed the tournament the year before for the first time in forever, and Mike Lavelle lost it on everybody before they went on winter break, and just because they'd been named preseason number 11, he wrote it on the whiteboard, and it sat there for a month in their locker room. To have a voice like Caden kind of being that driving voice this year, how important is it to have that one person to latch onto right now?
It's definitely something that some guys get sick of hearing, but it's something when you hear it, you think about it even more, and it just helps you keep going throughout the day. Like sometimes maybe one drill doesn't go well, and he mentions it again, and he's like, and you just think, yeah, I guess I can still win today by winning the next drill, So it's just kind of a constant reminder of just don't dwell on the past, kind of keep going forward and win the rest of what you can do.
We got Owen Hiltz with us, getting you ready for Houston Notre Dame Lax coming up Saturday in the Dome, 2:00. Big crowd expected for that one. Let's go on the field here, Owen. Within the last couple weeks, both you and Joey Spolina have picked up your 200th career points. There's still fewer than 20 people all time that have done that at Syracuse lacrosse. You guys were number 18 and number 19 to do it. What does that mean to you to be on a pretty exclusive all-time list at Syracuse?
It's definitely pretty cool. I don't think I would get the points without my past and present teammates. So kudos to them and Coach March for having such a good offensive mindset and system that put me in places to make plays and put the ball in the back of the net. And then, Joey is just, everyone's seen him play. He's 22. He's a just all-around good player. Fun to play with. Loves to look for me and Finn on the inside a lot. and it's just it was pretty cool having the 200 be on the same play. I think Joey mentioned it. I don't think many people can say that they got 200 on the same play with their teammates, so it was pretty special.
Yeah, the odds of that happening can't be very high at Syracuse or anywhere for two guys to land on that at exactly the same time. So that's really cool. And you guys have now, it's your third year playing together. What's it like playing with Joey? Is it a sixth sense thing now where you guys are out in the field? What's the communication that you have with Spallina on the field right now?
I mean, I just kind of try to keep him cool and calm. He gets the best defenders. I mean, he's our star attackman, and I think sometimes some games aren't going his way. The ball's not swinging to him as often just because of the way they're playing, and I kind of try to keep him cool and calm. Just tell him that it's going to come when it comes, and then, I mean, the other point of just playing for 3 years. I mean, I think the first year he came in. It was a good connection because he likes to pass the ball a lot more than shoot, and I like to shoot the ball. So, I mean, I think we just clicked right away and haven't really slowed down.
You mentioned Finn earlier. Unfortunately for you guys, Finn Thompson's been out the last month or so with an injury. You had Trey Deer in there for a while. Peyton Anderson, the freshman, started his first game last time out. Looked like he played really well to me. A couple of goals against Virginia. What's that been like working through different guys? And what's young Peyton shown you so far?
I mean, Peyton just brings a big body. He's a very athletic kid. And I mean, he was a good recruit out of high school. He just couldn't really fit into the offense early due to all the firepower we have. But he stepped up tremendously and has really helped our offense kind of take another step with Finn battling back day by day with this injury.
And, the hope is to get him back here, right? And then once you do, right now, Trey has played more. And now you look at Peyton has played more. How much, you don't want to see a guy get hurt, right? But can that benefit you down the line that these other guys got experience that you know how it is in the playoffs? It can't just be the stars, right? You need everybody to toss in a goal or two at some point if you want to make a run.
Yeah, I mean, injuries are always terrible to have on your team, but it happens in sports. It happened to me. And I mean, the next man up mentality is a real thing, especially within our team. I mean, down the stretch, there could be a couple knock on wood, but a couple late season injuries that keep guys out of games for a game or two. And you got two guys that have had plenty of experience playing in big time games, and I think it's just good to have in the back pocket for when Finn returns.
Yeah, and obviously, hey, going back, you mentioned injuries got you. Yeah, it took out your whole sophomore season, which is why you're still here for a fifth year right now. Notre Dame Saturday here, Owen. This has obviously been a tough game, not just for you, but for everybody in the country the last few years. They've been on an absolute tear with consecutive national championships. What is so tough about going against Notre Dame on a year-by-year basis?
I think they're extremely well coached, very disciplined team. They bring a little grit and they bring a lot of juice. I mean, every team's beatable, and they've shown their weaknesses. And I think our coaching staff's had enough time to kind of prepare for them and go over a couple good game plans. And I think it should be a fun game come Saturday.
Yeah, always fun when there's something going in the Dome. I know they're expecting a big crowd, hopeful to get a big crowd. I feel like the games against them, they've been getting closer by the year here. You guys were in a great game with them last year. How much do you feel you've closed the gap with them here over the last couple of years?
I mean, it's definitely a game that everybody wants in our locker room. It's been a long time. So, I mean, each year it just gets closer and closer. And I think today Coach O said it perfectly. we've started some games poorly and we got punched in the face early, but we always react the right way and kind of come back. And last year the case was the exact same, and we just ran out of time. So I think the game plan this year is to just not get punched in the face first and throw the first punch.
And you guys have done that an awful lot this season. When you haven't, as we saw against Virginia on Saturday, you've found a way to rally and get back in it. All right, Owen, thanks so much for the time today. Really looking forward to it on Saturday, and best of luck.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
All right. There is Owen Hiltz, one of the, I'd say he and Joey Spallina simultaneously, the two most recent members, as he said, of the 200-point club at Syracuse, as he and Joey got it on the same play. They are number 18 and number 19 all-time in Syracuse scoring. That Spallina guy remains on track at the moment, on pace to track down some fellow named, Michael Powell, potentially to pass him as the all-time leading scorer in Syracuse history next year. He's still got about 100 points to go, but if he keeps up what he's doing over the rest of this year and next, that is in play, a mark that has not remotely been threatened since Mikey exited stage left with 3:07 on the board back now 21 years ago. With that, we'll step aside for a few. Come back, a little 411. That's next here on Q Sports Talk and ESPN Radio.